Hello YouTube, Beat here back with another kicking action figure review. And today's review is a figure I just kind of wondered upon. He was on clearance in a Walmart and I thought, screw it, I'll pick this guy up. He's a character I like, and he was under $10. So, hey, whatever, you know? This is Toyman from DC Universe Classics. Yeah, pretty cool character, pretty creepy actually. Well, the version of Toyman I'm familiar with is from Superman the Animated Series. And the portrayal of him in kind of like the Bruce Timm animated universe is quite disturbing, actually. He's really creepy to me. This version I'm not familiar with. I'm guessing it's from like Super Friends, or at least that era, because the build-a-figure for this wave is Apache Chief, and then Black Vulcan, El Dorado, Samurai are three of the characters in the wave. They picked all the racist Super Friend characters. I mean, I know the characters were made with good intentions, but come on. I mean, I don't even watch the Super Friends, and I can tell by looking at these guys. It's crazy. They had Samurai there too for the same price, but not familiar with the characters, so whatever. This guy did come with the right arm for Apache Chief. I'm not going to build him, so, you know, I'll probably sell it a lot on eBay eventually. But, yeah, that is that. But, you know, as I said, I'm not familiar with this specific design for Toyman. I'm most familiar with Superman the Animated Series. And there's another design I'm familiar with. I want to say it's Kingdom Come. I don't remember exactly, but it's where he looks like kind of a wooden marionette. I'm familiar with that version also. So, yeah, Blammo, Toyman here. His arm was really warped in the box. I had to kind of warp it into a decent position, and it's slowly starting to push its way back out. I had it like this, and it's starting to push. So that's why you see that water dropping out of him. I guess he had some inside him. Uh-oh, he did. I just gave him the hot water treatment to bend his joints back in place. But let's zoom out just a tiny bit so you can see Toyman in all his glory. Not, you know, the best figure in the world, but for under $10, screw it, right? You know, cool. I could use a few villains for Superman anyways. I've been needing a few more Superman villains. All the ones I have are basically other Kryptonians. So I'm very glad to have this guy. You know, not a lot of paint apps, but you get like a new head sculpt. And, well, it's not new. This figure is not a new figure, you guys. It's old. DC Universe Classics isn't even a line anymore. And they've had other lines since then. Right now they're calling it DC Comics Multiverse, so that's that. But this guy, I still like him. You know, I like how they gave him the slimmer build. I think that's cool. You know, he's got his boots and his orange pants and stuff. Just not a lot. There's like no paint shading or anything on him is the thing. That's the big bummer on this dude. So yeah, he does have peg holes and stuff, so that's cool, I guess. Articulation, the head doesn't go up much, but it goes down plenty. You get your side to side, pretty decent ab crunch, I'd say. In and out on the arm, forward and back. You got a rotation there. You got an elbow bend. I feel like there's plenty of room to move here. And the best part is, this one seems to be stuck. I'll try the other side. Yeah, there we go. Double elbow bend. You don't get lots of double elbow bends on these Mattel figures. I'm serious. Look at this Joker over here. That's a single. Power Girl. Single. Yeah, you see where I'm going here? Superman, single. A double elbow joint like that's pretty rare. Pretty rare. So that's actually very appreciated. And then you've got the rotation right here, as well as forward and back. Lots of these Mattel figures don't have forward and back in the hands either. That Power Girl, Joker, and Superman I showed you don't. As well as the other Mattel figures I'm going to show you in this review. So this guy's kind of up there on the articulation for Mattel, actually. And I'm pretty happy about that. Got a rotation right here on the waist. There's also one kind of below his belt there. But it's whatever. In and out on the legs. Full splits as you can see, forward and back. You have a knee bend, a thigh swivel, and up and down on the foot. Sadly, not a real achievement in the ankle pivot department. There's really not one at all, which isn't a surprise if you've seen pretty much any other Mattel DC figure. There were some that have them, like my Cyborg Superman I think has one, but this guy was too late. He was like, I don't know, wave 18 maybe? That's pretty far down this line, so, you know, he didn't get much of that. But yeah, figure 3 in wave 18. I'd also like to mention, you know, I told you Black Vulcan, Eldorado, Samurai are in this, and Apache Chief was the Build-A-Figure, but Bronze Tiger and Captain Boomerang are also in this. They're pretty cool characters. So, yeah, you know, I guess if you're in the Super Friends, this would have been a real good way to get, but once again, I'm the Bruce Timm guy. I'm a Bruce Timm guy. But, yeah, so let's get into accessories. Toyman here comes with 2 accessories. This first one appears to be a top, and I guess this is like a, a fuse, so it's like a bomb top, I suppose. You know, and the other accessory is this giant spiked yo-yo. But I like that it has a string and can roll up and stay rolled up and everything. It's actually a pretty decent accessory. The problem with these accessories is how he holds them. He's kind of got open hands-ish. So, you know, I mean, I like how they look better than just his regular old open hands, but, you know, I guess they serve their purpose. He's supposed to like hold these somehow. It's just awkward. Ooh, I made a stinker. Ugh, nasty. But yeah, you know, he's not the best at holding these things, I guess. But, you know, I guess you can work the top, but no, not the top. I mean to say, I guess you can work the yo-yo, but the top, it takes a lot of balance. And now it's finally time for some size comparisons. Here's with some other Mattel DC figures. Here on the left you have the DC Comics Multiverse in-game Joker, and here on the right, a fellow DC Universe Classics figure, Power Girl. Now here's with some DC Collectibles figures. Here on the left, the Greg Capullo Designer Series Red Hood, and here on the right, the Batman Arkham Knight GameStop exclusive Battle Damage Batman. Here he is next to some DC Icons figures. On the left, Black Adam, and on the right, Batman. And lastly, here he is with some of Mattel's movie figures. Here on the left, the Movie Masters Dark Knight Rises Batman, and on the right, the Movie Masters Man of Steel Superman. So what are my final thoughts on Mattel's DC Universe Classics Toyman figure? Well, you know, at this point I don't want to say he's an old figure, but he's an older figure. He's farther back in the line. I don't think his quality is as good as the current ones. I mean, you know, that Joker is more of a current one. But honestly, you know, I think he's still a pretty decent figure. He has more articulation than many of my, you know, DC Universe Classics figures. I think he has kind of a unique design compared to many of my other figures too. And he's got some unique accessories as well. Plus, I needed more Superman villains, and all the really good ones are expensive. I like this guy. I think it's weird that he's like a Superman villain, because he seems like maybe he's not powerful enough to be a Superman villain. I know Lex Luthor doesn't have powers, but he's also like the smartest dude ever. But yeah, you know, I think he's cool nonetheless. You know, I once again, as I said, love the animated series Superman's Toyman. And so yeah, I'm very glad to have this figure, especially for the great price I got him for. So yeah, check out all the links in the description down there, everyone. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below. I got more DC reviews coming your way, Marvel reviews, Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, Power Rangers, you name it, we're reviewing it. So that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all later.